Hello, Opus family, and welcome back to Water Cooler Wednesday. My name is Kayla. If you haven't been here before, I am the client account consultant here at Opus Management, and every Wednesday, you guys can join me on all of our social media platforms to talk about just what's going on in the business world, some of the things that we offer here at Opus, how we would love to be able to help you guys out with your small business and bringing enterprise solutions to that, and then just what's going on in the world and such today. So I appreciate you guys joining me. I don't have anything in particular squared away for today. We've got a lot of stuff going on with our clients, between setting up Sage programs, building out social media content, and then setting up HR systems. We don't, nothing too terribly new and crazy that's going on with us over here at Opus. But, so I didn't come with anything super exciting for everyone today. So we are open to what questions you guys have and what y'all want to chat about for those of you joining us live on our social media platforms. Dun, dun, dun. So, just as kind of a heads up for any of you that run a page on social media, what we are finding currently. This is probably not news to you if you're paying attention to your inbox. And then in your postings are the number of spam people that are coming on and posting on top of, posting on your customers or your followers' post. So if you are managing a page, whether it's you for yourself or for someone else, do make sure that you guys are taking those and blocking those spam accounts so that they stay they stay off of your page. So I've spent a lot of time in the last week blocking those. I'm getting a lot of messages in my message request for, hey, sorry for an advertisement. They are using names that you will see pretty regularly. I think the one I got, this latest one I got, was for JP Morgan. So they're using those kinds of things, and they start off with, sorry for the advertisement, but blah, 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 which is kind of a mess. So be mindful of those. Obviously, with anything else, if you are hesitant on who it is, then make sure that take a look. Look for the big major things, right? Like, look for, do they have followers? Is it a brand new account? Do they have any mutual friends when you've got random people adding you on social media? One thing that I always do is if I get a friend request for somebody that's already been my friend or request to follow, any of those kinds of things, I always go back and take a look at and see when I search for, if I see it, I will search for their name throughout my friends list, my followers list, whichever one I'm looking at, right? I will search their name, see if they've still got the old profile that I remember. So specifically, I have a good friend that has a business in the greater Houston area, and we noticed that, Facebook told us that his business page name changed. And this is one of those things. Highly recommend you guys turn on your two-factor authentication. So that just means that when you have a new sign-in, it will send you a code to your number. This will help mitigate some of that. A password isn't always good enough. You want to go ahead and turn on that two-factor authentication where it'll send you to your phone number or your email, whichever way you want to set it up. It'll send you a code. Then you can put in the code. That way, one of two things, right? it won't allow just anyone to sign in because they won't just have the code. If you are signing in somewhere else, you will get a notification. If someone's trying to sign in for you, then you will get a notification saying, hey, you're trying to sign in from, wherever, Antarctica, and you can shut that down fairly quickly. Not giving that code out. I know it sounds really remedial, but it's just one of those things, kind of safeguards you. You won't lose all of your pictures, all of your, your business won't lose all of its followers and connections if you're on there. So definitely check your security settings and make sure that you've got that turned on. Make sure that your contact information and your recovery information is current. It is a phone number. It is an email address that you use. I just had to update some of mine because it was using old email addresses that I don't have access to anymore. So it would have done me zero good to have my old Hotmail account on there as opposed to my business account, my work email or my business email when I'm trying to authenticate my social media. So double check those things. Anybody that's doing the weird stuff, we noticed on the Storm Cloud page, I've noticed that there's one or two gentlemen that'll get on there and be like, I really like your post. They will comment on other commenters. I really like your posting, and I'm trying to send you a friend request and I can't. Those people get blocked and the comments deleted immediately. No, that's super obnoxious. We are seeing where we have seen where they've given a recommendation. You can see one on our page where they're giving a recommendation for the company and giving a review, but then they're plugging in personal information with, go to this link, check out here to earn money, save money, make money, invest your money. Because that currently is a big struggle that they're hopping onto. So be mindful out there on who's going. If you don't know, don't click on the links. As big events happen, and so like I'll tell you, we had the National High School Rodeos finals were going on, and I had a friend that was that represented Texas at that, and so we had done on my horse trainer's performance page, we had done some postings on that, and there was a page that looked fairly like it caught me for a second. I will be honest, right? Like I wasn't paying enough attention one evening, and I saw that they had commented about the live feed. Well, the live feed came up as a bunch of letters. It wasn't like the link itself was basically like a aty.6794. blah blah kind of thing. It was a really odd looking website. While it did populate a link and it took you to a page that pretended to be the high school finals live feed, it was not. And then when I did some deeper digging, the page itself that this link came from only had about 200 people following it. So when those kinds of groups post, make sure that you guys are checking that stuff out. Be a little more curious about it. Make sure that you're looking into the sources that these things are coming from, right? And then just as you go, watch how things are spelled or written. I know that even some people in my personal life are starting to get a ton of spam email, so watch those pieces out there too. When you open things, they do happen. I know a lot of our cell phones are now telling us spam risk. Phone call comes in and it'll say possible spam risk or whatever it tells you. So just be your own security watching those things. Be mindful of your pages on social media and how people are coming after those, because there's nothing more annoying than seeing that. I hate seeing that. I actually was just talking to a friend of mine, and she said the same thing. She stopped commenting on a Facebook page specifically because every time she commented, there would be somebody that would make a post like trying to drag her to a link offsite. So we're at the end of September, or the end of August, guys, rolling into September. And remember, we talked about October, beginning of October, we're going to talk about our goals, right? We're going to check in and see where we're at and reassess before we get to the fourth quarter of the year. So you've got about a month before we're going to reassess those goals. It's just a good time to check that pulse, see where you're at. I've been tracking mine. Are you tracking yours? I'm ahead on one. I missed out on one, but just barely, which still kept me, way up there in my achievement line. I've got one more coming up, so I'm really excited to talk to you guys about that as we get closer to October. Just wanted to throw a little bit of a reminder out there. If you've got some business goals that you'd really like to accomplish here at the end of the year, or you want to set up a budget for next year to get some help, we would love to talk to you guys. Check out opusmanagement.us. You can find out there all the services that we offer as a consulting firm that wants to bring enterprise amenities to the small business world. We would love to help you guys out, whether that's in HR, in your accounting, in your business planning, growth, marketing, or even in your brand itself. We are happy to help. You can also find us at Opus Management Designs. Nope, opusmanagementmarketing.com. Sorry about that. I had to think about it for a minute. That's our marketing group. You can schedule time there as well. Both websites will have some links where you can schedule some discovery time. You can meet with one of us and discuss what your business needs, and we can give you some of the solutions and decide if we're right for you to work with. That is free to you at any time, and we are happy to have it there. You can email me directly. My email is k.roe@opusmanagement.us. I'm happy to field any questions. Would love to help you, and then we can get you set up with some scheduled time. But thanks again, guys, for joining me. It is Water Cooler Wednesday. We are wrapping up the end of August. I hope you've had a great and productive month. Can't wait to hear what you've done next month, and we look forward to seeing you next week. Have a good one.